we are back in session. If everyone would please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we get started, I just want to thank everyone for their patience. I know you had to wait a long time, so thank you again.
Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Laws of 1975, this meeting has been duly advertised in the Asbury Park Press. Issue of June 8th, 2010. All municipal clerks of the townships and boroughs within the regional high school district have been duly notified, and the requirements of posting notices have been met. We have no minutes. Communications are on file in the board secretary's office. Reports. Do we have any board reports at this time?
We did have a finance committee meeting yesterday, all day. It's easier to organize rabbits than it is to get the finance committee together, but we did it. We had presentations from the auditors. The auditor function went out for bid, and we had presentations from 5 yesterday. We also discussed our impatience at the lack of response from Trenton. And ostensibly the function was the primary, those presentations were primary as well.
Will you be coming to the board with a recommendation?
Yes, we will. I don't know if we can.
21st. Next meeting. Great, thank you. Other board reports? Okay. It's now time for public participation. I have Leon Cerrone. I watch, you know.
Leon Cerrone at Albert. I just wanted to say we went to the search committee meeting in Freehold with Dr. Librera and Passato, and it was quite interesting. It's too bad that we couldn't get more people to come. I don't know whether it was because there was no publicity for it, or the early hour, or the location, or what. But we were very impressed with the program that they laid out into how they were going to conduct the search. We were impressed with the thoroughness of how they described it would be put into effect, and we just hope that it will include a nationwide search, not just limited to New Jersey. But we felt that the meeting was conducted, since it was such a small group, it was very informal, but it was still professionally handled. They answered all our questions, and they kept it open to whatever we had to say. They took notes, and I thought they did a very nice job, and I hope that they did a good job doing the search.
Thank you. Gloria, close.
Good evening. Mr. Moses, one of the main responsibilities of an elected board member is to set policies. You are elected to represent the taxpayers and the students of your town, and not to protect the teachers and the coaches, as you always indicated. At the last board meeting, realizing that my time limit was up, I requested the board if I can be allowed to finish my last sentence to the paragraph to make sense to my statement. You grab the microphone, scream at the top of your voice, and hit the table so hard. That behavior was uncalled for. 2 security guards came to escort me back to my seat. Representing the board in that manner will never improve the image of this board. With the resignation of Mr. Wasser and Emmerman, this district will have a chance to move forward positively. Have you heard anything yet as far as the recommended tax cut by the mayor, the 4.5 nothing?
No.
When that comes to your office, regardless of what cut, will the public be informed as to where the cut will be made on the top administration? Will that be more transparent to us? Because in the, during the positions that were being cut, you only indicate this, but you were not specific as to where the cut is really coming from. Will you be more transparent to tell us exactly what department, or whether there will be cut directly from the top administrations?
Well, we'll
No?
do whatever we can do according
But I'm saying that would be more transparent to us, right? You would inform the public then?
We'll be as transparent
Once
as
the
we can.
4.5 is approved?
President, you're supposed to answer.
Okay, thank you.
Mrs. Close, any cuts that are made will have to be made by resolution on an agenda. So you'll see them as we see them.
Okay, but you haven't heard yet as to...
No.
Well, it's in the state's hand. Well, the mayor's, we know, want 4.5, but now it's going to be,
Do you have to?
it's gone to Trenton.
Okay. And I'm also very pleased with your search company. I attended, and they never cut us off. It was such a beautiful dialogue back and forth.
Very
And I was very pleased with those two guys. Thank you.
I don't mind taking it.
Go ahead, say what you...
First of all, Moses.
I didn't say it.
No, I heard somebody say Jesus Christ.
Oh, I didn't say it. No. Moses here insulted.
What's your last name? Mr. Cerrone, it will be a nationwide search. We've already taken care of that. And Mrs. Close, you have not seen me lose my temper. And the voice you heard wasn't really that loud for me. If you would have come to watch me coach, you would have heard a lot louder voice. I'm sorry if it offended you. But you have to understand that usually people are like mirrors. They get back what they give off. Thank you.
Thank you. Those are the only two people I had on my list. Does anyone else have a comment from the public? Thank you very much. We actually have no business agenda tonight. We do have some further business we need to clean up in executive session. So
At the old business.
yeah, well, it's going to But before that,
New business, old business.
personnel,
Do you want
old business. Any old business?
before you do that, sir, do you want an update on where we are on the budget process from your...
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, I don't have much of substance to report. I will tell you that I've been in communication with the state since the failure to agree happened with the 8 mayors. They've requested documentation. I've provided that. So I've had an opportunity to speak with them, and that dialogue continues. And we hope to have a decision in the near future, and I will keep you abreast of those developments as they happen.
I have a question on that. I guess to council, should we be filing some kind of formal brief with the commissioner outlining our position so he has it in front of him?
That was already done. That was done by Mr. Boyce has put our position in the budget in, and that position is fully known to him. There's nothing more that we can do until he renders a decision. And by law, he's supposed to render his decision by the 30th. We hope. Hopefully it comes next week. They can make the laws as they go along. And